Welcome back to another episode of MoonBase Alpha. So this episode is going to be a little interesting because, as you will see, it kind of jumps around a bit. It's not perfect. I recorded every clip I had and was going to put in the video. Some of which I cannot get back now. And I lost like half of them. Luckily, some of the more important ones I still have, and some of the harder to make ones I still have. But some of the ones that I can't get back are gone for good. So there's going to be less content than there was supposed to be originally. So we'll see how long this ends up being. But it's going to be maybe a little bit rough around the edges of the video. But I'll try my best. We'll see how it turns out. So right now we are going to go, I'm not going to show it because it's already complete to me, but in this episode we are going to construct that final house of this area and the interior of the silo and the interior of the other house that we are going to be constructing. So that's what we are going to be doing in this episode. So let's get on with a time-lapse of half of the construction of the house. The other half is lost and I can't get back. Looking at it from this hillock here, I am really pleased at how that house turned in. Turned in? Turned out. English. Anyways, as I said, I think it's looking quite nice. I like how it turned out. And I'm thinking, I think it fits in pretty well with the other buildings. It kind of has its own unique style to it, which I like. And it's not actually what I built in my testing world, because other than that house right over there, I've built that and that in my testing world to, just see what it looks like before actually building it. But this one I built in my testing world, and when actually constructing it, I decided, nope, I'm not going to do anything that I just thought I was going to do in the testing world. And of course, it's a mob farm. So now it is time to work on the interior. So for that, let's start with a door. Doors are nice. Then what else? We need stairs. A few more stairs than we already have. Let's do boom. I think I'm gonna have the floor be birch, just like the floor over here. I still need some of that. I'll drop you off, you off, you off, you off. Let's get some birch stairs and some birch slabs and get to work on this. So heading over, I am going to try taking it down a few blocks and hoping that that will make it overall help me fit a lot more inside this building, because I want a nice an interior for this building. That, alright. We're gonna get a lot of dirt from this. I just realized we're gonna need to use a lot of wood on the walls. And gonna have to fill this in. There's gonna be a lot more. I feel like I'm in like that TV show. You know what I mean? You know, like HGTV, where they're renovating the house, but you see, it can't, and it's already stupid expensive to renovate the house. And then all of a sudden, here comes along some problem. It's always slightly different, but like something that they didn't expect to be in the house that either wasn't put on record or wasn't, or they didn't decided for some reason not to look at the blueprint of the construction of the house and how. I mean, I'm not sure whether they have blueprints for like the walls, but I'm assuming they'd have blueprints for how they're going to construct the interior walls to make sure they're sturdy enough. So it feels like it's just like this. That felt like it was in that TV show where we just. I'm working on doing the renovation, and then all of a sudden here comes in this huge problem that I'm going to have to clear out. Although it ended up not being too big of a problem, because we've already dealt with it. So, install the walls. And there's most definitely going to be a second story. In fact, possibly even a third story. I'm not sure. We'll see if we can fit on a third story. So, I dug you. I did not dig you. Oh well. I will continue construction on this building, and I will be back once I have a bit of an interior going. Alright, interior is complete. We have completed the interior. Now, looking at this. This does not look like it could have 2 stories in it, right? Back area, maybe enough room for 1 story. Front area, if you push it 2 stories, right? 3 stories, 2 stories. Let's take a look. Coming in, you can look up to the balcony of a 2nd level. Down here, there's some flower pots and a lantern. Little bench over here, using Willis Knight's tactics. Put little wool at the back, so that way, you know, it looks like it has a comfortable backrest. Then coming in here, you have the kitchen. I purposely put them kind of messy, because if I didn't do a messy, it would be 2 on this side and 2 on this side, and if I did it that way, then there would be a thing right there, and that would stop my ability to get onto the bottom level. And then you have a smoker with a little chimney that probably then takes it back out and up. Some cabinets with some drawers, and a countertop. This is a table with just a couple cups, and then there are lanterns on the roof. Coming upstairs, you can see there's a railing overlooking the 1st floor, crafting table with a lantern on it. I might end up cutting out this section and then putting a fence post right there. Not sure, but I needed that there, that. Now, let me know in the comment section if you think it would look better with the fence post there and all of this cut out, because I'm not sure which would look better. Coming over here, you have the bedrooms taking a step down as well. You have a 1-person bedroom, and then here you have a 2-master bedroom with a lantern and some barrels. And the single bedroom has a barrel as well. There's also a flower pot and a lantern on a little table over here. Climbing upstairs, you have some chests and barrels, kind of tight area for some storage. Actually, if I remove that, I could probably add a bit of a window. Yeah, I think that looks good. Up here, it doesn't look good from down here. Is the question. If I can get down the ladder is another question. And get over here and turn around. I like it. I think I like it with the little window up there. overall, I quite like it, and I just did a fancy little thing with the stairs to make it kind of look cool. Overall, I think it looks good. The interior looks good as well. So now it is time to move on to the interior of the silo right here. So for that, we'll have floor and then it coming up. And I think I might even keep another floor. So it's time to get work on that. I'll be back when I have it complete. As you can see, nothing. You can't see nothing. As you cannot see, I have filled in the interior of the silo. But first, I want to check one thing. I haven't looked at what these 14 chickens have done yet, but let's just look at how much eggs we have. Yep, not surprising. Also not surprising. These 14 chickens have done a good job, and so they shall live. For now. Anyways, coming up here, as you can see, I've harvested a lot, and that is for the interior. Boom. And to be clear, other than the barrels, because barrels, it would be useless to do this, all of this is not, like, I didn't, like, fill in, like, the spots you can't see with other items. This is all hay barrels, solid to the wall. On all of these levels. So this is what I'm going to be storing. To explain what I'm doing with this practically, I'm going to be storing wheat in the form of hay bales and barrels. I put some seeds in here because I have way too many seeds and I don't have a seed to bone meal transfer machine yet. Anyways, coming all the way up here, you can see there is a... Coming out all the way up here, you can see there is a lot of hay bales everywhere. And then coming up here, this is where I need to still fill in more, the top layer. So, as you can see, I have done a lot of work here. You might also notice, right there at my XP bar, there is the number 30, which means it is time to see what we get on another pickaxe. Diamond pickaxe number 3 has been crafted. Efficiency 3, let's see if I get anything else. Nope, just efficiency 3. Well then, time for me to wait for 30 more, well, 3 more levels. So I can upgrade another one and hope I get something better. Efficiency 3 is not that good when the first one I got was Fortune 3. I just had an interesting question for myself. That is, what am I getting now on 30 levels? Breaking 3, not terrible, but not the best. Right. So we have done the interior of the silo, and we have done that house and the interior of that house. And we still need to probably do an interior on that house. We probably should remove the pillager banners at some point. And we could probably add a lot more wheat to this area. So it is most definitely not the final word come to my head. Final, I'm just gonna say release. The final release. The final outcome. You're smart people. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. But we are going to step away from this area for a bit, maybe come back and finish it up eventually at a later time. But now it is time for me to head to what will hopefully be, well, from my planning, be the biggest section of this world. Later, I'm going to call this a server. This is, again, one of the odd ones out. But I called it a world this time. Don't yell at me from the next clip calling it a server. So, now it is time to head on and do the take a look at that, and I will explain what my plans are. So it'll be like it's gonna be like the crown jewel kind of, except it's happening very early on of the world. I was about to say server again. This is not a server. Don't go into the comments section asking me to join. See ya at the area where our biggest section is going to be placed. We made it. Our heads are almost hitting. Like, I could jump into the cloud. Like, I'm not sure that's very healthy. Like, being this high. We're gonna pretend it's fine. So my plan for this area, which is going to be the largest area so far. I mean, we haven't had very many large areas, but probably this may very well be the largest area of the server. So this is like, we're getting very, very big scale very quickly. Anyways, this is up here going to be like a fortification area. Right up along here, maybe even going all the way around on this top level to there. Then down there, I might continue the fortification area. There are lots of bees. I don't know where they come from. We're going to either continue the fortification area, or we are going to put like some form of palace or something like that, or we might work a palace into it. Or there's one other location we might put a palace. I'll show you that right now. Dropping down here, and I'm taking the long route instead of a more direct route because you know, I almost died falling down there. Anyways, down here, we might put the palace, or we might put some housing. I'm not sure exactly, but there's going to be something along this cliff right here, and maybe even along the cliffs over there, and up there. There's going to be some buildings up there. Coming out here, this is going to be the center of commerce. We are going to have all of the family-owned shops, the marketplace, all that fun, blacksmith, all that fun stuff is going right in this area from where this cliff drops off to where that cliff is, to where that cliff is, and to where that cliff is. Just this entire massive area is going to be filling with that. And then, continuing into an even more massive area, we are going to be building homes and buildings across this entire area, extending out here. And part of me would actually like it if there was an ocean nearby. I haven't really looked at the map on this world yet, so I'm not sure if there's any ocean even remotely close, but like, there's also a bunch of trees in the way, so if there was one, I wouldn't know. No, it doesn't look like there is one. Okay, that is absolutely fine, although I'm now just randomly wandering out to the middle of nowhere. But that was going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click that like button. And if you want to see more of me constructing that giant city back there, click the subscribe button to show your support. But anyways, we are out of time today. Like my shadow's a circle. Anyways, good night everyone.